Happy Wednesday, everyone. Hello and welcome to ItsKim Live. If you've never seen this show before, hi, I'm ItsKim. This is my show where I talk about things that I care about, things in pop culture that I'm interested in. I love Britney Spears. I love mental health and pop culture. So a lot of those things usually come up here. We've been focusing a lot lately on the Diddy drama since his house has been raided, and we're going to be continuing our coverage on that today. Here's the way the show normally works. To start, we talk about the main topic. That's what's in the thumbnail that you clicked on to be here. Thank you very much for doing that. Then we have our halftime where I communicate with my beautiful community of space angels. And I see so many of you already here. Thank you so much. And we just kind of hang out. And then we have a section towards the end of the show called What the What, where we look at something from around the internet that is funny, crazy, interesting. I haven't seen it. It's put together by my amazing co-pilot producer sister. So we react to it authentically together. If you have not done so already, please make sure you like this stream. Please make sure that you are subscribed. If you are watching on the replay, there should be chapters available to help you navigate through the stream to get to the parts that you want to, or you can just watch it in full like the original, experience of it really is. So, hello to everyone who is here. I am so happy that you are all here. Thank you so much to Kyle, who's already gifted a membership, started us off right. And I do have to say thank you so much to General Scott, as well as I believe it's King Bob, who have sent me some PayPal funds, which is super, super wonderful. Thank you so much for doing that. That goes into a fund that helps me pay for all the subscriptions and costs of the channel. So I very, very much appreciate that. And then I also just see the General Scott gifted us 5 memberships and then gifted another one to make sure that we are representing Team Odd, because this community has decided that there's 40% of you that are Team Even and 60% of you that are Team Odd and would like to see the gifted memberships match either odd or even numbers. We have fun with this year. All right. So thank you so much for I guess we're at 7 already, producer sister, right? I think.
Yes.
Yes, that's
Sorry,
awesome.
I turned my mic on.
It's okay. No worries. No, it's fine. I have to say, guys, today's topic, it's getting wild out here. It is getting wild out here. Oh, I see you guys. Somebody's just saying, people are asking about my hoodie to write love on
Yes.
her arms. It's a charity. It's a mental health charity. It was really big when I was in high school. It's still going, to the best of my knowledge, but it's all about mental health awareness, and acceptance and love and stuff. So it's all good. It's all good. And I really loved it. Was a great organization back in the day that really, if I wore a shirt or whatever, it broke down barriers, and I found that people would talk about their mental health or whatever, and it was just such a nice icebreaker a lot of the time. And I still love this hoodie because it's great. And
I actually
really
did a
cute.
paper on them in college.
Did you really?
I did.
I did not know that.
I did.
Yeah. It was just kind of one of those things, like you saw it, like a lot of people from bands wore it and things like that. It was just all about awareness, which I thought was really important. Thank you to Denise for gifting a membership. That's very kind of you. Thank you. That brings us to 8, I believe. So we were back in Team Even. Denise, even! The gifting war has begun, as Carbonize just said. Thank you so much.
Yep, they're still in business.
Yes, yeah, they've been pretty above board. I've been pretty happy.
Yeah, they've actually got a list here. They're musicians seen wearing Twala, which is the acronym. Of their merch includes 5 Seconds of Summer, Miley Cyrus, Paramore, One Republic, Panic at the Disco, Skillet. Yeah, there's been a lot of bands that have.
I actually got very excited because when I got my shipment, one of my first orders from them, there was a card in it that actually had a photo of Amy Lee from Evanescence wearing one of the shirts.
Yeah.
And I was like, yep, I'm in the right place. I'm in the right place. Oh my goodness, the support just keeps coming in, guys, as we get started. Thank you so much. My goodness, it just keeps going. General Scott, thank you for gifting another membership. That's so kind of you. So appreciate that, sir. Then Carbonized Stardust says, excuse me, lovely people, smash that like. I have to agree. Thank you so much, Carbonized Stardust. You are amazing. Thank you for 7 months of support. So much love to you. You are such an incredible part of this community. I so appreciate you. I'm just double checking here. Sorry, there's a billion things going off on my screen right now. I'm trying to make sure we're all together. And Jackie Swan, thank you so much for the gifted membership that you just gave, and another gifted membership that Denise just gave. Where are we at, producer sister?
And Denise just gave another
one?
Yeah.
2 in a row?
Yeah.
I feel like this is very much like the DJ Khaled, like another one. Another one. Another one. Just constant. Producer sister, where are we at?
12, but I'm just double checking that I got everything.
Even. Oh gosh, and Jean Rick, the queen space angel, the one who is very responsible partially for the name of the space angels. Thank you so much, Jean Rick, for your 14 months. Can't wait until 2 years. There is a tooth badge. It is coming. It is coming. Alrighty. So I
want my tooth badge.
What?
I want my tooth badge.
Everyone's going to get their tooth badge when they've been with us for 2 years. That's the way it works.
There hasn't been membership for 2 years yet.
Yes, we're going to get there. We are going to get there.
I believe there has been membership around for 1 year, 6 months, and 7 days, because that's my current total.
I was like, that's oddly specific.
Thank you.
How did you know that? I didn't even know that. Oh my gosh. General Scott just gifted a membership, and then Diva D came in with the biggie. I just gave 20. My goodness. Thank you so much. We've been on air for 8 minutes.
We haven't even covered a topic.
People are still coming in. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Diva D. That is amazing. So appreciated. Thank you. And welcome to the new Space Angels. Let's go. Carbonized Stardust just gave... Are we going to do a show today, guys? Are we going to do a show today? How long are you going to delay me in doing this? I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. I'm just being like, I'm just saying, like, I feel bad. I don't want to like start if all these gifted memberships are going out and like ignore everybody, right? It's like rude.
Denise. Even.
Thank you, Carbonized, for the 5 gifted memberships as well. I can't remember if I said it. I hope I thanked everybody. Thank you. I'm literally just going back up and putting all of the gifted ones on screen for a minute because I appreciate absolutely all of them, and you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Okay.
Love it.
Yeah. You get a membership, and you get a membership. Make sure you've allowed gifts if you want one.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Yes. ZV just said, OMG, the love in this chat is amazing. Yes. Yes, we are. Space Angels are amazing. My hope is that this is a place where people feel that they can come, be themselves, you know, have friendly conversation with people, just have a good time. That's all I want this to be. I think, you know, I got into streaming at a point in my life when like I started watching streamers when I was in a place where I was very lonely. I was very isolated. I couldn't go anywhere. I was basically a shut-in, and it breathed life into me again. Internet culture and meeting people and everything else. And if, you know, life sucks, right? So wherever we can find places that we feel like we belong, and there's kindness and there's good and there's love and there's acceptance and all that type of stuff, and there's reality, I am so here for it. You know what I mean? Let me see here.
And that's what we want it to be, that the chat is a place of love. That we don't have to agree on everything, but we respect one another.
Yeah.
And we love one another and extend grace, and we can have open and honest conversations and be open to hearing what the other person is saying.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have to be able to, I think we've lost tolerance a lot in our society, and I hope to be a place like that. But I do have to say, getting back to the support flooding in, Vicky A, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships you just sent. My goodness, that is so generous of you. And then Silky coming in with a gifted membership as well. Producer sister, dare I ask, where are we at?
49.
What?
Yippers.
49?
49.
49.
Yep.
Thank you, guys. We're Team Odd, and I cannot believe we're already like this. This is crazy. Sorry, Lisa just said, like in political debate or general talk. I'm talking all across the board.
Yep.
I don't do politics here because I've been very open over the years. I am not aligned to one political party. I'm not. Where I'm from, there are multiple political parties. There's like 5 major parties, and I voted for 4 out of the 5 of them. I do not belong to any party, and I personally believe that politics is a game of pick your favorite liar and pick the person that you think is most sane with the nuclear codes. That is how I make my decisions with politics. Everyone sucks. I do not think it's worth defending a specific politician that doesn't care about anyone but themselves. It's stupid. It's corrupt. It's dumb. And ultimately, we shouldn't fear our governments. Governments should fear their people. That is where I sit. So I don't see the point. I don't see the point. There's no point.
Yep.
Not to mention that I am Canadian, and a lot of the time, if I weigh into politics on any other country other than my own, oh, do I get the wrath of certain people?
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently I do not have eyes or a brain or ears to hear, therefore cannot make an opinion, right? So whatever.
And
it's just toxic, and I don't want to deal with it.
just further to what Lisa said, yes, we both vote in Canada. We are not American citizens. We cannot vote in
We
the
vote.
US.
We vote. I voted in every election
Yeah,
since I've been
I
able
have
to
never
vote.
missed an election that I have been eligible to vote
Yeah.
for.
Always. Sorry, I've got family that fought in the military for us to be able to have that right, and I plan to exercise it every time. Carbonized Stardust, thank you so much for another gifted membership. That is so kind of you. And Vicky A coming in with another membership. You guys are absolutely amazing. And then Meg S came in with 5 gifted memberships. Oh my gosh. And Vicky A Vicky A came in with another one. Meg. Vicky, thank you. Dare I even ask?
57.
57.
Wow.
You guys are amazing. Meg has just said, hey, peeps. Hi, Meg. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you so much for being here. Kyle just a Canada Party for President 2024. Honestly, I have debated on making a sign to put on my front lawn that just says any rational adult 2024. That's where I'm sitting. And if I can't have that, I want Stanler and Waldorf from the Muppets. That's what I want. That's my winning presidential ticket. I'm done. We're not going to be having election talk here. I'm shutting that down. Absolutely not.
No, we're not going there.
No, because it's just been proven to me over and over and over again that people can't remain any sense of neutral, and people just get mad and they just scream at each other and nothing gets done. I'd rather focus on the things that we have in common, the things that unify us, and go from there. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Shelly Fitzgerald, thank you so much for the $10 super chat saying, hope you're having a great day. I mean, you guys are making it amazing. Like, holy smokes. I'm feeling the love, guys. But we do need to get into our main topic. I do want to let you guys know right off the bat at the beginning of this stream. First of all, I have to wish King Bob's queen, Denise, a happy 37th wedding anniversary. It is for April 4th. It's tomorrow. And I just wanted to say congratulations to the both of you for 37 years. That is amazing. I've been married for 10. 37. What an amazing ride I'm sure you both have had. And I hope you both have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. And if you guys want to send some love to King Bob and his queen, please go ahead and do so in the chat, because I think love is something to be celebrated, and that's something we should celebrate and talk about. I would much rather talk about love than politics. Let's go for you know what I mean? So thank you so much, King Bob, for your support as well as your queen. Much love to the both of you. Now, the other thing I have to say right off the bat, we are currently in my area under a severe storm warning. We have already lost power in the past 24 hours. There was a major power thing that connects to where we live that got struck by lightning yesterday. We've already been told that there are still going to be issues with it. So I could lose power at any time. If power goes down, the stream is going to go down. And there's very little I can do about that if there's no power, right? So
we joked about moving to Starbucks.
Yeah, we talked about doing ItsKim and producer sister take Starbucks, but I don't think they'd like that very much. So we're gonna do our best. And if the stream cuts out, my apologies, my deepest apologies to everyone. But unfortunately, I cannot control the weather. I wish I could.
What?
Changes would be made.
Oh, come on.
Changes would be made, but that's not the way that this works. Oh, Diva D came in with her membership for 7 months message to say this is the best community. Definitely a safe space. Thank you so much. I so appreciate that. And Denise just said, please continue gifting even. My OCD is acting up. Do it for Denise. It's not the same as do it for Dan. No. It's very different than do it for Dan, but do it for Denise. Thank you so much, you guys. Alrighty. Let's do the topics today, guys. Oh, this has been fun. All right. So, as it says in the thumbnail, guys, it got worse. I honestly debated on just putting the tagline on the thumbnail today just being my head hurts because it won't stop. we'll talk more about that in a little bit. But what you guys came here for, what the headline is about, we're going to get into it now. So this stream will include speculation and opinion and should not be taken as fact. Always do your own research. Link to the sources that I have looked at that have helped me form these opinions, and the footage that I am showing you and the images I am showing you, the articles I'm showing you, they are all in the source document that are in the description. I want to give credit where credit is due. And also, if you have questions about where I'm getting my information, you can start there. It's basically the list of stuff. Also, hi, YouTube human reviewer. Hi, nothing explicit is going to be shown on this stream. We've gone to great lengths to make sure that things are censored and appropriate for your community guidelines because we care about this platform and we would like to stay on it. And viewers, please do not send hate to anyone. We tend to not have that problem with this community. I love you guys and I know you guys are great. But just don't be hating on anybody like really meanly and stuff. It's not cute, it's not cool. Opinions are one thing. Don't do anything that's going to cause harm to people. It's not cute. I don't like it and I don't support it. So, the big thing that broke yesterday, last night, was that Diddy's son Justin Combs, his mother, posted a video surveillance footage from the raid, and has slammed the feds for the choices that they made regarding the raid. So we're going to go through the TMZ article here. I have some stills from the footage. We can watch the footage if you guys would like. I have it pulled up on its original source, the Instagram feed, so we can look at that. But I will let you guys know when we get to that point. So if you don't want to see the raid footage, I completely understand, but we'll let you guys know before we do that. Okay. So the mother of one of Diddy's sons, Justin Combs, just shared never before seen footage from the LA raid, and she is tearing the feds a new one for storming in the way they did. Misa Hilton? I think that would be Hilton with the Y. I apologize if it's not. No disrespect to you, ma'am, whatsoever. I apologize if I'm not saying your name right. Posted shocking surveillance footage from the dramatic event Monday when Homeland Security agents busted through the front door of Diddy's home with their pew-pews out and massive military-style vehicles in tow, all of this to execute a search warrant. The video now gives us an inside view on what exactly was happening within Diddy's walls while the feds conducted their raid. And yes, it is just as shocking as everyone thought. Now, here's the thing that I kind of like. I would love, put a 1 in the chat if you were surprised at the amount of force that was used in this raid. Because I don't know how to word this in like a delicate manner or an elegant manner of any kind. When you have someone who has previously been charged, with things that are related to pew-pews, how do you not expect that when Homeland Security investigations is showing up at your property that they're not going to, use brute force? That would not be shocking to me in the least. And none of this, to me, is shocking. It's just not. That's how I feel about it. When you've already had that type of a thing, not to mention that you have someone with Sean Combs that has openly been like, I'm a gangster, I'm this, blah, blah, blah. Do you think people are going to show up with cupcakes? Like, what did you think was going to happen? It's a raid. Things are going to get broken. People are going to get detained. There's going to be pew-pews. I can't, I don't know how else to put it. And I mean, let's go through what she said. So Misa is furious over what she calls a clear and out-of-bounds show of force, which she characterizes as more than excessive. She writes, the overzealous and overly militarized force used against my son and his brother Christian, who I consider a second son, is deplorable. She adds, those agents knew Puff wasn't in the home. Okay. Did Justin need several laser beam pew-pew sights pointed at his chest? Did Christian need a high-powered pew-pew pointed at the back of his head from inches away while he was handcuffed? From my understanding, I think that's kind of protocol. If your place gets raided, everyone in the household is detained. They are removed from the household. That was what was explained to me. Misa goes on to say she can't believe her boys were seconds away from potentially losing their lives during the ordeal, noting countless other unarmed Black men who don't often survive these types of situations. She says Justin's got a lawyer and they're looking into their legal options. Now, I completely understand being nervous about that because unfortunately, there have definitely been instances in the past where, unarmed Black men have been unfairly targeted. There have been terrible, terrible situations. We have all seen them. We've seen the footage. I've seen the videos, but I don't feel like that's what this is. That's my opinion. Um, and I don't think I'm the only one who is in that camp. And again, because of the prior charges and police involvement in the life of Sean Combs, I'm not surprised they took this action. I don't think it was anything personal against the sons. But the other thing we have to talk about right now is that both of these young men have been implicated now. Or I should say, one of them has been implicated in the Lil Rod lawsuit. And then the other young man has been told, and it's been reported to the press, that a new lawsuit is coming where he is going to face allegations as well. So, if Homeland Security was aware potentially of any of this stuff, they may have had reason to be concerned about the boys as well. Does that make sense, producer sister?
Mhm.
Like, I'm not trying to be rude, and I wish there was a better way to deal with this, but I don't know what else they really would have done. Worth noting, the feds weren't playing around here if it wasn't obvious already on account of the equipment they deployed for this operation, including what looks to be a drone. Another thing, you can see some of the agents going through and turning off surveillance cameras, which jives with what we were told last week or what TMZ was told. We've been told by the feds, the feds see security footage, and it appears Diddy's people were able to recover some of the data. So that tells me it's going to a cloud, in my opinion. That would make sense to me. Maybe. There's other ways. Um, but it does look like from the footage, there were cameras everywhere around this property. Everywhere. Everywhere. And that is very, very relevant when we talk about what's going on here with the civil lawsuits as well as other things that people are talking about. So we will get into that. Now, as far as the raid footage, I would like to show that to you guys if you guys are good. I am going to switch over to the Instagram. Give me 1 second. We're going to do it this way. I'm going to switch over to the Instagram account and get this down here. These are other things from her Instagram. I'm going to reload the page and start the footage. It is, I think, less than 2 minutes, so I'm just going to let it play. And if you want to see it, you can see it. And if you are nervous about it, you don't want to see it, come back in 2 minutes and we'll be done. Okay? I hope that that's cool. There's no audio on it as well. So we can see with the footage, the trucks pulling up, the agents coming out, the officers, they all come out with their pew-pews. We've got multiple camera angles around the property. You see them coming up. And right here, we took a camera. They're like, nope, we're taking this. And inside they go. It looks like they have a drone that is flying around as well. And then we see one of his sons being detained, which I would expect. Yeah. And that's the thing. This must be terrifying. It's a terrifying experience, but yeah. And then we have the other son coming over and being taken, not into custody, but being detained. And then taken outside. And then I believe that's press footage. I don't think that that's their footage, but regardless, not really that important. But that is the footage. That is what has been released. I'm not going to lie, nothing in that overly shocked me. I don't know if that's a weird thing to say, but I just was not overly shocked by the footage. Producer sister, may I ask you what you thought of the footage?
Yeah, it was kind of what I expected to see
Yeah.
because you don't know what they're walking into.
Yeah.
And there's so much in this story, and between what we know is true and between allegations and rumors, you don't know.
You don't know. You don't know, and you have to be careful. So I'm glad nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
I'm glad everybody is, obviously alive, and I hope that if this was a traumatizing experience to these individuals, that they were able to get the help that they need. Although if the allegations we're learning about are true, I mean, I don't really care. But innocent until proven guilty, right? We
Yes.
can't just be writing off people left, right, and center. So that's not fair. But I will say, lawyers be lawyering. Diddy's sons have hired Jeffrey, I believe, Lichtman, who is the former attorney of El Chapo, and another mobster, John Gotti Jr. Now, lawyers be lawyering, and the thing is, everybody, no matter who you are, what you've done in the United States of America, you are entitled to an attorney. That is one of your Miranda rights, right? Like you have the right to remain silent. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one will be provided for you, right? So everyone deserves an attorney. And if you're, if you're facing some pretty serious charges, you may want to get a pretty experienced lawyer that has dealt with situations like that before. But I'm just saying, like, the optics on it, right? The optics. And I'm seeing people just being like, oh, yeah, exactly, Carmen. Ooh, he hired mob lawyers. That totally smacks of innocence, right? And the thing is, like, I don't know. You have to get a defense attorney, right? And I get that. And defense attorneys, eventually, I think if you are a defense attorney, you are going to defend someone who is guilty. Just statistically, right? That's your job. That's your job. And everybody deserves that. So I just think it's kind of funny. To me, there's a level of it to me that it's kind of funny. So moving on. That's what we know about the raid. Now, this just broke before we went live. We've got an exclusive from Us Weekly regarding Cassie. And I love to see survivors doing good. And that's why I wanted to talk about this. And I hope that this warms our heart throughout the depression of everything we've been looking at over the past couple of weeks. So Cassie feels like she isn't alone as accusations against Diddy continue to surface. So this is an exclusive to them. Hello, Shelby. Thank you very much. As allegations against Sean Diddy Combs continue to surface, his ex-girlfriend Cassie finally feels she isn't alone months after accusing the music mogul of all of the things that she accused him of. I love how everybody's shortening it to SA. That barely encompasses what she is alleging. What she has alleged, if even half of it is true, this woman is incredibly lucky to be walking among us, and she is incredibly strong. I have so much respect for this woman, it's ridiculous. Like, just saying. So, the source said Cassie has been silent for almost 2 decades and feels relieved that she was able to stand up for herself and that more is coming to light. The source exclusively tells Us Weekly. It took a very long time for her to muster up the courage to speak out, but this has been in the works for years. Now, that quote right there. This is my speculation. This is just me talking, okay? I have no proof of any of this. But when it says this has been in the works for years, I'm wondering if any investigative groups may have also been aware of it for years. You guys get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? I don't know. The singer 37 accused the music mogul of, I missed that trigger word, sorry about that, human reviewer, I won't say it, but SA in the lawsuit. One day after filing her suit, Cassie and Diddy settled, which was absolutely wild. In wake of her allegations, various men and women have spoken out with similar stories about the musician, and Diddy has denied all allegations. Innocent until proven guilty, let's be fair. Cassie has seen the worst of Diddy, and he has put her through the most traumatic. The insider also tells us she isn't able to speak about the things she's seen during the relationship. It was very dark. I can't imagine. Cassie and Diddy were in a toxic on and off relationship from 2007 to 2018. Diddy always held power over her, the source adds. She felt like she couldn't escape at one point. However, since they've split and the ongoing allegations have come to light, Cassie finally feels free, an insider tells us, noting a huge weight has been lifted off her shoulders. I love to see that. Yes. Yes. I hope she does feel free. I hope she does feel safe. I hope she's doing okay with everything that's gone on. And yeah, I think it's important, I think for a lot of us when we're survivors to see, you know, as my friend Stef the alternate says, it's a club that nobody really wants to be part of. But when one of us is doing good and seeking justice and is in a good place, I think it's a good thing to celebrate and to talk about. So I think that that is important. Now, the other thing that people have been talking about, we've been seeing lots of rumors. Lots of rumors regarding other celebrities that are starting to sweat. We've seen some stuff about Ashton Kutcher. Reportedly, he's expecting a subpoena. That would not surprise me in the least. There's been lots of coverage on that. But us also had this little thing that I thought was interesting that I just wanted to touch on because I can't get into every single story that's been coming out about Diddy. I would literally be here for the next couple of hours, and I don't think everybody has that time. So, I mean, like till like nighttime, like 5 hours or so type thing. But why celebrities are silent about Diddy's ongoing legal troubles? The answer is they're scared. Sean Diddy Combs' inner circle has remained quiet about his legal woes and allegations of all of the allegations for a reason. No one is saying anything because they've gone to his parties. A source exclusively reveals in the newest issue of Us Weekly, noting that Diddy 54 can be a very spiteful guy. That is brand new information.
I'm shocked.
Is anyone else shocked by this information? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hang on, give me a second. Give me a second. Oh, let me see here. Where is it? I just saw a lovely comment, and I'm hoping that it'll come up here, but it's not coming down, which I thought was interesting. AC, AC, you want me to talk like an adult? That's very interesting. That's very interesting because the whole reason that I have to use these code words is because I don't own YouTube. I don't own Google. I don't get to decide the rules of this platform, but I do have to play within them to be able to stay on here and, do my show. So if me following the platform guidelines makes me a child to you, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm just doing the best I can. Okay. We're going to keep going. All right. So according to another insider, Diddy puts on insane parties, adding the big stars went to his parties. And if and if they were wilding out, taking substances and participating in group things, they're likely on camera. And the court documents claim from Lil Rod that Diddy had hidden cameras stashed in his Los Angeles mansion and his compound on Star Island in Miami, which of course now we know based on the raid footage that they have released that literally they had cameras everywhere and the feds took them. So, I mean, I don't think that's really an alleged thing anymore, but that's just my opinion. A third source, meanwhile, claimed that Diddy liked controlling people and making them degrade themselves. And that's why nobody's talking, which I think is interesting. Now, this brings me to this part of the portion now of the main topic. Producer Sister and I have been doing our absolute best to research as much of this as humanly possible. And I want to just let you guys know that researching this has basically become like a job in itself. I feel like I am back in like college studying.
If someone could give me a textbook,
Oh my
please.
gosh. Like, is there a course? Like, for real, it's
Honestly.
just absolutely wild. So the joke here, this is a lovely screen cap from an amazing show called It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And there is a scene in that show where this individual, Charlie, is absolutely obsessed with finding Pepe Sylvia, who's a character in the show. You guys that know it, you know it. But the idea that this person just starts to kind of lose his sanity because he's not sleeping, he's trying to find this identity, he has a web of information that is leading him down different rabbit holes, only to find out that certain people don't exist, but then they do exist, blah, blah, blah. This is literally what it's been like. This is what it has been like doing the deep dives. So, we are trying to be very careful about the things that we dive into because we have had multiple quote unquote leads that then, as we do research, all we're finding as being the source of the leads are random blogs, AI written things, etc. It's absolutely bonkers, or certain things were on the internet at one time and they have since been scrubbed. It is a wild goose chase out here, okay? And I'm going to be very, very careful with what I report. One of the things that producer sister and I have started to dig into is understanding essentially what I'm going to call the ecosystem surrounding Diddy. It is, I think, impossible to look at this story without considering this. For those of you that are not aware, I'm sure for some of you this is like, doesn't everybody know this? Everybody doesn't know this. I was actually very young when this went on. So I've been learning about some of this stuff for the first time. But basically, in the mid 1990s, there was a massive rivalry in hip hop. It was East Coast versus West Coast. And unfortunately, through the events that surrounded this rivalry, Tupac Shakur and the Notorious B.I.G. were both unalived. Unfortunately, I have to use that trigger word. Purposely unalived, in my opinion. And it became incredibly serious. Both of these investigations were never solved. Like, we don't have, no one was convicted. It's still up for debate. And the problem with this in particular is we had the two sides. So we had on the East Coast, we had the Notorious B.I.G. with Puff Daddy, now known as Sean Combs, Diddy, P. Diddy, Puffy, love all the names. And then their New York City-based label, Bad Boy Records. Okay, so we have Bad Boy and Puffy on one side.
And Clive, as Carbonite just said.
Yes,
yeah,
and Clive
we
Davis.
are looking at that too.
We cannot forget Clive Davis.
No.
And again, that's a whole nother rabbit hole I started going down. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm suddenly thinking about when Kelly Clarkson, I believe, said that she wasn't a big fan of Clive Davis and they didn't braid each other's hair. And now I'm just like, this is just making me love Kelly Clarkson more. I love the way she talks. But anyway. And then on the West Coast, we had Tupac with Suge Knight and the LA-based label Death Row Records. Suge Knight is currently in prison. Okay? And there's been a lot of things that have gone down. A lot of drama, a lot of accusations, a lot of rumors, and a lot of things that are very, very hard to authenticate. But what we can't ignore, and I want to be very clear, that this is speculation. This is fully speculation and opinion. There are some people who believe that Sean Combs was involved with the unaliving of both Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac Shakur. This is why this is relevant, because when we're talking about the Fed saying anything past and present is now on the table, I believe that this is included. Okay? It would have to be, especially since in September, someone was arrested in conjunction with Tupac's passing. Okay? So, when we're talking about all of the stuff that goes on with Diddy, we're literally going back 30 years worth of stuff. And what we've started to ask ourselves is, how do I word this? Where is everybody that was involved with all of this stuff standing? Are some of these people still super ride or die with East Coast, West Coast? Is this potentially going to reignite the rivalry again? Which I hope it does not, because it was horrible. But one of the people that we thought it was very interesting, the way that they've responded, was someone who would have been associated with Diddy. He worked on the first two of her records, and that is Mary J. Blige. The Mary J. Blige, all hail. The day of the raid, fans believed that Mary took a swipe at Diddy. And I'm going to read this to you so you guys know what's going on here. Mary J. Blige has taken a swipe at Diddy and promised to burn bridges. The 53-year-old queen of R&B took to Instagram shortly after two of Diddy's homes had been raided by federal agents, talking about the allegations they get into. Diddy, whose real name is Sean Combs, has worked with numerous top-tier artists throughout his career, including Biggie, Usher, Lil' Kim, and Mary J. Diddy helped produce Mary J's first two records, and the duo have enjoyed a close relationship over the years. But it looks like that is about to change. Now, I think that sentence is kind of loaded because it does look like, as producer sister and I have been doing some digging, I don't think it's been a perfect relationship between her and Sean. Now, the question of how deep this relationship went, I don't know, because there are a lot of allegations that come through blind items and things like that, but I don't tend to trust blind items. That's just a personal choice on my part. And I'm not saying that that means that all blind items are wrong, but if I can't tie it to a source, it could have literally come from anyone. And to me, it's not credible at that point. But Mary J. Blige posted this image, and it's based, I believe that this is actually like an audio that went around Instagram a while ago, but it's just a written version of it. It just says, "Unfortunately, a lot of you all met me when I lacked boundaries and was a people pleaser. Let me reintroduce myself. I burn bridges as needed." Yeah. So, Mary J's fans have been split over the post, with some commenting that they're happy that she's standing up for herself, that she is ready to cut out the toxicity, and other people saying, well, she's throwing Diddy under the bus. This also, quite bluntly, could be related to none of this. It could just be her being like, I don't want to be a people pleaser anymore. I relate to this, and I'm going to post it on my Instagram. But for me, I am inclined to believe, based on the timeline of this, that this is directed at Diddy. That's my opinion. Producer sister, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, the timing is very suspect.
Yeah, it's sus.
That you would post that,
and
the
people
day of the
too,
raid.
they're gonna go to your Instagram and be like, "You worked with Diddy. Like, how are you feeling about this?" Right?
Yeah.
Like she must have known.
And even if you didn't, and then you did, let's say you posted it without knowing the raid happened. If you didn't want that statement to be associated with the raid, you'd think you'd take it down
Or say something.
But it was, as of a couple hours ago, it was still up.
Yeah, the screen cap I took was from this morning.
Yeah, so it's
is
still there. You're making by leaving it there,
Yeah.
even if you didn't know when you posted it, you're making a statement.
I would also say too that it is an Instagram post, not an Instagram story.
Yes.
Meaning that it is not going to disappear in 24 hours. She made the decision that this was going to be on her profile for an extended period of time, or until she removed it.
Yep.
That's deliberate in Instagram world, in my opinion. So we started talking amongst ourselves and trying to figure out how many of the rumors we were seeing were credible, what's real, what's not. And producer sister reminded me of something. And that's this. And my brain exploded. Because here's the thing, when we talked about that rivalry, there have been efforts on both sides of the rivalry, East and West Coast, to put this to bed. However, I believe with something like the investigation into Tupac and potentially an investigation into Biggie, if certain people were involved, I could see some people feeling some type of way about this and a certain rivalry coming back, if you guys understand what I'm saying. But when Mary J. Blige performed at the Super Bowl years ago,
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. She performed alongside Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, 50 Cent, and Kendrick Lamar. Now, Kendrick Lamar he wasn't rapping, I don't believe, during the,
No.
like, he's younger.
Well, really at the time, it was Dre and Snoop because M was in the later 90s
Mhm.
and then 50.
Yeah.
So the two that were around directly when these events went down were Dre and Snoop. But
And Dre and Snoop were close to Tupac. So there definitely was it appears that not only with 50's also very vocal disdain for Diddy. And I don't believe Eminem's really cool with him either, and neither is Kendrick. Mary taking the stage with these men was surprising because of the history with the feud. Now, again, these people have tried to bury the hatchet. It may not be anything deeper than that. They're just, hey, we're hip hop artists, let's do a good show. But there was something about it that I thought was very interesting. I'm wondering if potentially Mary has been kind of distancing for a while. If you guys get what I mean, I don't know what's happening. But when I look at this, and then I look at her Instagram post, and then I consider this, this is why we're like this. Do I have anything credible? Do I know anything? No, I don't. But I've watched so many documentaries and I have so many more to watch and I have so many more things to read. And every time I look at this, it just gets more and more complicated. And we're seriously talking. We have a big picture on that wall over there. We want to take that down and get a whiteboard. This place is going to become like Cafe Sylvia because it's just absolutely insane. It's insane. But please know, as we continue to cover this story, which I intend to, there may be things we don't talk about that you may see other creators or other, you know, people talking about it. I don't want to bring up some of this stuff until I actually have like concrete something about what the heck is going on. And I hope that that makes sense and you guys understand where I'm coming from. And if we are going to talk about things that have not been fully authenticated or credited or anything like that, we're going to let you guys know
Mhm.
because it's very important that we talk about what is speculation and what is fact. And the fact of the matter is, at this time, Diddy is currently under investigation by Homeland Security. There was a coordinated raid on his home. Federal agents have gone on record, I believe, with Rolling Stone saying that RICO charges are potentially involved as well as an ST ring. This is very serious, and that is exactly where we are at right now. Now, as far as charges, because this is something that I have seen a few people asking, it is unusual for search warrants to be like intense search warrants the way that they were for the LA mansion and the Miami mansion to be issued without accompanying charges. It is not unheard of, but it is on the rare side. I am not insinuating that Diddy is guilty of this, but I would like everyone to take a moment and remember a certain garbage individual by the name of Josh Duggar. Josh's used car lot was raided, I believe, by Homeland Security investigations 2 years before charges were laid. 2 years. So like it's kind of a situation where they had a search warrant, they executed it, but they didn't have things in line to be able to charge him at the time. Homeland Security investigators have also gone on the record saying that it is one of the most difficult cases they've ever looked into because of the subject matter and how horrible it was and how they had to get it right. That was my surmising. That's what I got from what I read with all this stuff. I don't know when charges are coming. I don't know. Because again, what we're talking about when we bring up Diddy is all of this. Past and present. The web of this is so massive, it is blowing my mind. And If I hear anything credible about charges or a warrant or anything like that, I will let you guys know. But at this time, I can't find anything credible on that. And I hope that that makes sense to you guys and you understand what I'm saying on that front. But in the meantime, producer sister and I are working pretty hard. This is us in our office right now. We're going to continue to try to bring you guys the most up to date information. My head hurts.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, we're in halftime. Yeah. Thank you so much to everybody who is here. I see the number. You guys are blowing my mind right now. Please, 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 please hit that like button. Subscribe if you have not. It means a lot to me. On average, I'd say at least 30% of people who watch my streams are not subscribed, and I would love for you to join us on this journey. I don't post a massive amount, and obviously you're here, and I'd appreciate you, giving us a try. I know you have so many options to choose of where you go on YouTube. You literally can pick anything in the world, and you've chosen here, and we so appreciate that. But here we are with those updates. So I'm going to check in with my chat. Just looking here. King Bob just came in with the 18 months here. Thank you so much, King Bob, saying thanks, Kim, and everyone for the kind words. No problem, and congratulations to the both of you. And I hope you guys have a lovely, lovely anniversary. All right. Oh, Jackie, I got a call from a chatty client. What did I miss? I'm gonna have to hit the replay. I can't. I don't even know how to summarize what we just went through. I don't know. That's kind of the point. We're Pepe Sylvia moments right now. It's just ridiculous. Yeah. Oh gosh. Hang on. Yeah, thank you. KDR74 said the other day my dad said it's just an ex-rapper. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I tried my best to explain how big and impactful this is. It is not just that.
We've had similar conversations with our dad.
Oh yeah, our dad. We had to sit him down and be like, okay. When we were 5, and I mean, like, we were in Disneyland at that point, you know what I mean? Like, not literally, but like we were kids. We were watching Disney movies, that type of Sesame Street. The rap music was not coming into the house. My dad's an AC/DC fan. That wasn't really his speed. And I think it's very interesting. Yeah, hang on. This is here. Alias, yes. Emily D. Baker covered the RICO cases today so much. I will be watching that later because obviously, if you have not discovered and followed and subscribed and shown love to the incredible Emily D. Baker, you need to. You need to, because she's amazing. Support Emily D. Baker. Like, just do it, okay? She's so good. She's so worth it. Let me see here. How you guys are doing. Yeah, Kyle just said my stepmom just heard about this on the news on TV last night. She was in shock. And yeah, and that's the thing. I think there's a lot of people who are just, it's so big. It's so big. There's so much to it. It's a lot. It is a lot.
I think that's part of it too, of like with the raid and all that. There's so much. It's not one situation. And with people trying to compare it to like the Josh Duggar and R. Kelly and all those kind of things. And I am in no way trying to downplay what they did.
No.
At all. But this is so much more complicated.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean maybe,
it's all awful.
Maybe R. Kelly could be considered on a similar level. Maybe. But I feel like this goes deeper than that. That's just my opinion. So, yeah. No, yeah, KDR said people were trying to compare this to Johnny Depp. Okay, you know what? I think some people want to compare absolutely everything to Johnny Depp because Johnny Depp lives in their head rent-free. Period. I remember when the Ruby Frankie case started getting big. I believe it was Rolling Stone or there was some other publication who literally said like this will be the new case of misinformation, just like the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. I'm like, misinformation? Guys, it's in legal documents. It's police cam footage. It's jail calls. This is not misinformation. The evidence is all here. Why are you bringing it into the Johnny Depp sphere? Or is it just because you're trying to get a reaction out of people? You're trying to get people watching it. It's just kind of ridiculous to me. And I don't believe that this is all any bit remotely close to Johnny Depp in the sense that when was Johnny Depp investigated by Homeland Security?
Not so much.
When was Johnny Depp's home raided? It wasn't. His home was visited by multiple sets of police officers the same night who saw absolutely nothing of concern and testified about it. Has Johnny been criminally charged to do with the Amber Heard case? No. Did anyone else come forward other than Amber Heard saying that he, was monstrous to them? No. I mean, there was the one actress that talked about how he threw a wine bottle in a hotel room. Okay. And then was like, "Can you change that to sexual?" while she was on the stand. That was it was ridiculous. Ridiculous. It was in her deposition. But I mean, it was so dumb. It was so dumb. My point is, this is a completely different situation. People are going to try to bring everything into this because they want to compare it. They want to make it simple. It's not simple. This is incredibly complex. And yeah.
In ways that I'm sure we don't even know.
No, not at all.
I will be the first to say there is stuff we are missing as the general public that we have no idea how this spreads or how deep it went. Yeah. But I just wanted to say I do agree with Kyle's comment. If you want to
Is it this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Just I am very happy this is getting media attention because we've seen other situations that can sometimes get swept under the rug. But public and media attention puts the pressure on. People want answers. And I don't think people are going to just take it lying down if something gets swept under the rug.
Yeah.
Not in today's climate.
Yeah.
And that's good. People should be held accountable.
Yeah, absolutely. Accountability is everything. I do have to say thank you so much to Vicky A, who just gifted 10 memberships. Thank you so much, Vicky, in addition to what you gifted previously. That's so kind of you. And as well, General Scott coming through. Thank you so much, sir. I so appreciate that. You are incredible. All of you guys that just give all the support, it means so much to me. Thank you. Thank you. It is very encouraging to me to keep going. And also, I love that we just get to include so many people into this crazy little thing that we do. It's great. Yeah, Becky D just said, when this is all said and done, I think we will all be shocked at the stuff Diddy has on all the people who attended his famous party, all kinds of people at it. 100%. Like, and that's the thing. Like, this is huge. This is so big. And I feel like people aren't getting the concept of how big this really, truly is.
And this will extend beyond the music industry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because, like, this is the thing. Like, Diddy was very prominent in alcohol. He was very prominent in fashion, television, music. That's what we know about,
But we know there have been athletes who have been confirmed to be at those parties.
Yep.
We know there are actors who have been confirmed at those parties.
Yep. And just because they went to a party doesn't mean they did anything either.
And that's a narrative that is bothering me, that you find a picture of Diddy with X celebrity and it's like, they're in on it. They're a part of it. And I'm like, okay, just because they took a picture together don't mean crap all.
Considering he's been A-list for 30 years and taken pictures with many, many, many people, that proves absolutely nothing.
I'm sorry. You're going to have to give me more than a picture. Mm-hmm. I don't buy that.
Yeah. Like Kyle just said, a certain print. Yeah. I know. But the funny thing is one of the photos that I'm seeing getting floated around of Harry and Diddy together, in the full image, William's there too. I'm just saying. It's like, we don't know. And I'm not painting anybody with like the same brush until I have reason to.
Yeah.
So exactly. Thank you, Kyle. Yeah.
But I need more than a picture.
Yeah, I need more than a picture, please. And Samantha Lee just gifted a membership as well. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. It's going even. Is it even?
It is even.
What number is it?
74.
Holy crap, you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. The other thing I will say too, guys, with this investigation that has been interesting, because I've never experienced this before as I have researched a case. The amount of content that I am seeing coming out that is AI
Yeah.
is insane. And the thing is, it doesn't look like AI at first, but like if it's a video and then you start watching and the AI voice kind of gives itself away. Because if there's any change in the text that is not right, like a mistake, it reads the mistake or it can't pronounce certain things. The pronunciations I have heard of Suge Knight over the past 48 hours as I've been watching videos is astounding. Suge was my favorite. Suge. No. No. So there's a lot of misinformation, there's a lot of fake information, and it's going to be an attractive thing for people making content with AI because people are clicking on it.
Yep.
People want this content. I have more people watching this stream right now because of this topic likely than I generally do when I talk about anything else because people want answers. People want content. And some creators are just going to go, and I'm not calling it anyone specifically by any means. A lot of this stuff is, to me, it looks like faceless creators who just make these videos that hope that they'll get picked up and, people will watch them and they'll get the ad revenue. But, people that are just, they're finding something that is rooted in absolutely nothing, making a whole video about it, making it look super professional so that people believe it. And then it becomes this thing that then takes off and gets bigger. Not doing it. I'm not doing it. We're not getting into it. So, just be very cautious, I think would be what I would say about the things that you're seeing around the internet. Know your sources, know where it's coming from. For example, there's one thing we were looking at that had to do with Mary J. Blige, that she apparently did an interview with Rolling Stone and said all this stuff about Diddy. Guys, I went through the Rolling Stone archives. It's not there.
If anybody knows where to find the existence of this article,
It's not
please let
there.
me know because
And I mean, I went way back machine
yeah,
to around the time, looking at the records, looking at the archives. There was nothing. So it's either been scrubbed or it's not real.
but I mean, if this article exists based on the quotes they're saying, it's massive. But we can't find proof.
Nope. And if I can't find proof, I'm not going to talk about it like it's factual.
No.
That's madness. But people are out here they're trying to make the monies, they're trying to, get the clout, they're trying to get the views, they're trying to get all of that. Right. And Becky just said, it has been scrubbed. I don't know, though.
I mean, we discussed it as a possibility.
We don't, though.
But we can't prove anything, so we can't say it as fact.
Yeah. So it's, I don't know. So we're going to do our best.
Everything seems to go back to this one website.
One Medium article, which I believe basically anybody can write a Medium article. So somebody wrote something saying that Rolling Stone did this interview and that's where it came from, except there's no proof of Rolling Stone doing the interview. And that's the type of rabbit hole crap we're going through right now. It's just exhausting. It's exhausting.
Well, it's you find the thing and it's like, okay, now I need to find out where did this come from and where did they get their information?
Question everything.
Everything.
Oh my gosh.
And if I can't find a at least somewhat reputable source or at least be able to show this is the media outlet it came from, we then make our decisions accordingly based on what our experiences have been with that outlet and all those kind of things.
Yep.
But just random article on the internet can't be a be-all end-all source.
100%. Just looking here. Oh, Silky just said, I am real, promise. Though this is not my first language. I would have never guessed.
Really?
Silky. I never would have guessed that English was not your first language. Ever. And I know you're real.
Yes.
I know you're real. Yeah. Becky D, maybe look for print copies of that Rolling Stone magazine. I mean, I did consider that.
But they didn't even cite the date of the article. So I can't even say what print article or which issue it would be.
It went to print either.
No.
Right? Because there's tons of articles that this was supposed to be around 2021. There's tons of articles that Rolling Stone has on their website that don't make print. So I have no idea.
And that's what makes it that much more suspect, because you
Yeah.
can't even give me the article posted on such and such a date.
Yeah. So
Ugh. It's rough.
it's very much, it's like I feel I am very Elaine right now.
Yeah.
I'm very, very Elaine.
I'm trying.
I'm trying really, really hard. Really,
And
really hard.
we were talking, and even Mary has a documentary about herself, but it's produced by Diddy. So
I have to say, I watched a documentary on YouTube the other day, and it was about when Diddy, a number of years ago, I believe it was 2016, they did a Bad Boy reunion tour where a lot of acts that were like associated with Diddy or had been on the Bad Boy label all came together and did these like a bunch of shows. And it was like an hour and a half of listening to how amazing everyone thought that Diddy was.
oh boy.
It was like gag me the whole way through, including for some reason the need to have him in the shower at one point. Like you didn't see anything, but there's just like a camera in the bathroom, and Diddy's like sticking his head out of the shower curtain, being like, "I need a towel. I need a towel." I'm like, "Why is this relevant? I never wanted this.
No one asked for this.
No one asked for this. Nobody asked you, Patrice." It's just like,
Boy.
ah. Yeah, exactly. Yikes. It's like no one needed that. No one needed that. Nobody wanted it. Nobody asked for it. Not here for it. All right. Well, you guys,
You missed some support.
I miss support. Oh my goodness, Pearl Jan, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. That is absolutely incredible. Thank you all so much for your support across the board. All of you guys are amazing. Thank you, Pearl Jan. Producer sister, dare I ask at this point?
79.
79. We're in Team Odd. 79. You guys are incredible. Thank you. AC, one Hermes towel coming right up.
Someone get him the Walmart towel.
Great value edition. No name edition. Get the no name towel. The no name towel.
There you go.
Or the Canadians up in here knowing what I'm talking about. That's a fun thing. Maybe we could go through that someday. But yeah, we're just going to keep going. Alrighty. Are we ready for What the What? Let's do a What the What. Oh my gosh, Samantha Lee just gifted a membership. Thank you so much, Samantha.
Team Even.
Team Even. That's 80, right?
Yes, that's it. 80.
80. You guys are amazing. Thank you. And welcome to the 80 new Space Angels. That's awesome. And I also wanted to say we've gone up about 20 subs through this stream.
Wow.
And
welcome, everybody.
You guys, I have to say right off the bat, some of you guys that have been riding with me for a while, you know that there has been a massive problem with unsubscribing on this channel. And I say that with confidence, as producer sister was unsubscribed from this channel while she was live with me.
True story.
I'm pretty sure my producer and co-pilot of this show did not unsubscribe from me.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. Okay. So when this is what's happening constantly, you know, it's very discouraging when it's like I literally just will refresh my studio app and then, 20 people are gone. Fantastic. And they can't tell me from where. They're just gone. And it's very, very discouraging. I have a personal goal for myself that I would love to see by the end of this year, us get to 30K and beyond. I want to keep doing this. This is kind of one of these things I've been very honest with myself, and I've asked myself, if I had all the money in the world, what would I want to do? This is still a part of the equation. And I want this to be something that I do for years to come. And it's kind of one of the situations when I was growing up, I didn't think that this would ever be a job. I didn't think that this was even possible. And now that it is, it's like, I'm not giving this up without a fight. I love being here. I love doing this. I love that I get to talk about pop culture things that are usually useless information and just annoyed people while I was growing up, that I knew all these things. And now it actually is a part of doing some good in the world. And I'm so proud of that. So thank you all so much for supporting, subscribing, all that stuff. It means the world to me. It really, really does. Um, and I'm going to continue working really hard to bring you guys the best show that I can and to continue growing as a creator as well. So, yeah. Exactly. Coffee Cake just said it's like you're a little radio host. I used to dream that I'd have my own little show, and now I do. It's so cool. It's so, so cool. It's awesome. I love it. Um, Carbonized just gifted a membership. So I think that takes us to 81.
Mm-hmm.
Team Odd represent. And Silky just gave a $2 super sticker. And it is Farting Ginger Doggy, the favorite of my bestie Stef. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Alrighty. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm gonna make the screen bigger so I can see it because I have the feeling this includes some reading.
It does.
So I'm gonna do my best. So if I want to see the chat, I have to look over here, just so you guys know. So if I'm not looking all over the place, I'm not trying to be rude. It's just what we got to do. So times people won the internet with their hilarious reviews. We've done something similar to this before.
Yeah.
It was much fun. We very much enjoyed this. I have not seen any of these reviews that we are going to be looking at, but I did hear producer sister laughing.
Sorry.
While reading them. So I'm assuming we're going to have fun. Here we go. So this is from Emailman. So this is, I guess, a filter for vacuum cleaner?
Yep.
Okay. Verified purchase. It's a filter for a vacuum cleaner. It works. It didn't cost much. It fit well. Dear God, has my life come to this? I'm now leaving reviews on Amazon for wet, dry vac filters. I remember being young, having dreams, having hopes, having desires for something better, and now this is what I'm doing on a Saturday morning. And 60 people found this helpful. The way I relate to this.
Yep.
There was, I don't know how many of you guys remember Jenna Marbles. If you remember Jenna Marbles, put a heart in the chat because she's a legend and I love her and I miss her. She had this one video, I think, where she talked about that she knew she was an adult when she had to spend money on a pie lifter because she didn't want to have to spend money on a pie lifter, but she knew that she needed to get one, but she didn't want to. And she's like, I guess I'm an adult now because I have to spend money on things I don't want to and actually like search for things I don't want to. And I'm like, I felt that so hard. It was ridiculous. And I feel like this is kind of in the same vein. It's great. It's great. I think I just saw something go past.
Yep, you did.
Carbonized just gifted another 5 memberships. Thank you so much. I think this brings us to 85.
86.
80. Oh my gosh. Because she gifted one before that.
Yes. Team even.
You guys are spoiling me today. Thank you very, very much. You guys are amazing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Carissa Jackson is that Jenna is an OG of YouTube. I love her too. She's incredible. Incredible. Your Sarmet will not grow. KDR94 just also gifted 5 memberships, so that's 91.
91.
We are Team Odd. We are Team Odd. You guys are incredible. Thank you. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Ben Lau just said 5 stars. Very good car fixing. Car no drive. I push to shop. Mr. Kenwell works magic. Car drives again. I am happy with car. Feels like Ferrari now. Would push car here again. 10 out of 10 car fix. You know what, Ben? Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I feel like, you know, it's good to know. It's good to know. And I have to say, I appreciate reviews like this because there's so many reviews I see on Amazon now all the time that are like, the product was great, but the shipping was garbage. It arrived damaged. And then Amazon sent me another one. But because of the damage, I'm leaving 1 star. And I'm like, I want to know about the item.
There needs to be 2 separate reviews.
I want to know about the item, not the delivery, because the delivery can change. And obviously something went wrong and Amazon corrected it. Why are you dragging down the average of this product that you have said is a great product? Math ain't mathing. It's confusing.
You need to be able to review the item and review the shopping experience as 2 separate things.
Yeah. So, you know, Ben being straightforward. 10 out of 10 car fix. I appreciate that. Thank you. Corey H. Order them now. What am I looking at? Can I just say I will be reordering them in every color? Here is me rolling and sliding down a mountain because I was too scared to get up. My leggings did not rip. Not even a little bit. I got stuck on rocks and trees. 13,813 people found this helpful. Leggings of champions. I want to know. I want to know what leggings those are. They went through so much and they survived so much. The picture.
I love that she included the pictures.
Here's me rolling and sliding down a mountain.
Because I was too scared to get up.
I'm sorry. It's funny. It's really funny to me. I'm sorry. I'm one of these people that I know not everybody's like this, but it's not funny to me if somebody gets hurt, but when people fall down, it always gets me. And I've had a number of wipeouts myself that have been glorious, right? And I laugh at myself. I just start laughing on the floor because it's so funny to me. And I see green stuff going by. Oh, General Scott gifted 5 memberships and then 1 membership.
And Vicky before that.
And Vicky gave 1. You guys are amazing. What? And Scott just did another one. Another one. Is that 99?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. You guys are hilarious. Thank you so much. Thank you, Scott. You guys are incredible.
100.
100. Thank you, Scott.
And 1.
And then K-pop. Stop! You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. It's funny. Oh gosh. Oh. But right, Jane, we need the name of the leggings. We need the name of the leggings. Oh, that was from Denise. Thank you very much, King Bob. Thank you to your queen. I so appreciate that. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. And KDR74, green stuff going by. Don't say that here in Canada. I'm in Canada. It's legal here. It's fine. And also Vicky just gifted 1 membership. You guys are spoiling me. Thank you so much. So much. I so appreciate it. What does that bring us to? 102?
102.
You guys are wild today. Thank you very, very much. Oh, sorry, just that AC. Kim, you were really good on Popcorn Planet back in the Depp era. Do you still do guest appearances there? Yes. Yes, I do. I do have a full-time job, which sometimes makes it difficult for me to be able to balance. Like I help out a lot behind the scenes with Popcorn still. Talk to everybody every day. My little family. And I was actually on last week.
Both shows last week.
Yeah. Yeah, I was there. So yes, absolutely. Meg S just gifted a membership as well, bringing us to 103.
Yippers.
You guys are hilarious. Silky, be careful. They will call us a cult. Oh, gosh. Alrighty. Okay, we'll keep going. But yeah, I want to know what leggings these are. I may actually Google like this review. See if I can find it. Baby Swirly, 3 stars. My cat is special. I don't doubt it. The product itself is fine, and I assume it works as designed to if your cat actually gets in it. My cat is struggling with understanding how to use it. Is it like a bed?
Yep.
He's wearing it like a hat?
Yep.
My cat is struggling with understanding of how to use it, and after having it for over a month, still has not actually sat in it once. I tried putting food in it and catnip to encourage her, and she ended up underneath it instead of on it. She's special. If nothing else, at least it was worth some laughs. That is glorious. That is glorious. I love that. Does anyone have like a cat that would do stuff like that? Like, would your cat be this cat? I'd love to know. I'd love to know. Oh, okay. I'm still thinking about the leggings. I'm laughing in my head. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, it's a casket? No complaints from Grandpa Taylor! are expensive. If you can get a good deal on Amazon, I wouldn't be mad about that.
It's free shipping.
Yeah.
That thing's not light.
Yeah. You know what? Producer sister, if I meet a tragic end, you are welcome to order an Amazon casket for me.
They have them on Costco too.
Do they really?
Yeah, Costco.ca has them. I'm assuming the States does too.
I mean, I'm planning on being cremated, but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah,
whatever works.
there you go.
And always look on the bright side of life. Better be played at my funeral. So I'm saying. Do 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 do. Okay. I'm going to give this place a 5-star review, even though I've never been here. Great. Every Friday morning, I have a meeting very close to this space. And every Friday, Google asks me how my stay was. Look, it appears really clean, new, and modern from the outside. I just have no clue what it's actually like. But it's easier to just give them a 5-star review, and then Google will likely leave me alone. Yes.
Yes. She's honest.
I mean, to be honest, though, if you're like near the vicinity of this place on a fairly regular basis, you've never seen an issue, everything looks good, I think that counts for something.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Just saying. Just saying. Oh, gosh. Okay, so Shane, so it looks like a fast food place?
Yeah.
Okay, Shane, during my week in Budapest, I was hospitalized with COVID.
Stuff taken at Pew Pew.
Oh! That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
That and COVID at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awful.
However,
but eating this food was definitely a low point. Oh my gosh! Wow.
Apparently the food was really bad.
Really bad. I mean, I unfortunately had the Rona pretty bad. I don't wish it on anyone. I understand that like the interaction he had with the Pew Pew would have been very distressing and awful. But I can't imagine the food being like, this is the low point. What did they feed him? What did they feed him? That's brutal. That is brutal. Okay. So, this is, I guess, shared on Twitter. And it's based on a book. It's a book. It's a book review. Okay. The author made a major error and was given 2 stars. The novel is set in Virginia during 2 time periods, the early 1940s and the summer of 2020. Chapters alternate between the 2 time periods. The story was enjoyable, but every time I came to a chapter set in 2020, I asked myself, when is the author going to say something about the Rona? And the answer is never. I found that very disturbing and distracting. The author apparently wrote the book prior to the pandemic and made the assumption that summer 2020 would be just like all the other summers with large wedding parties, no social distancing, etc. Bad assumption. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I would find that distracting as well. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
But how are they supposed to know?
I know, but I would find it distracting. It would just kind of be like, this didn't age well.
Yeah, it's that this didn't age well, but it's not the author's fault.
Yeah, yeah. But it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Okay. My husband opened up the package while I was out. He couldn't figure out what it was. He thought it was a cat harness. It was not a cat harness.
Poor kitty.
Poor kitty. That's not how it works. That is not how it works. No. Sorry, Silky, I had food poisoning too when I was in Budapest. Now I'm scared to go to Budapest and eat anything. Like, no thank you. No thank you. Okay, have I missed anything or are we still up to date?
I think you're good.
Okay, yeah, because the last one I have is Megas.
Yep.
Okay, good. Okay. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Okay. Thumb up. With this thumb. I give this product a thumb up. I decided to use it for the first time to make scallop potatoes. I stabbed the first potato with the guard and started going to town. The moment I was thinking to myself, man, this thing slices great, is the moment the potato fumbled and my thumb learned what it feels like to be a potato. $1,700 ER bill later, my thumb's fingerprint is permanently altered. Oh gosh, I had to rescan it for Touch ID. Dinner was eventually finished, and we've been using it ever since. Pretty sure this thing will cut meat easily too. Ask me how, I know. That's unfortunate. I mean, I'm glad he kept his thumb. The fingerprint thing sucks, but I mean...
This carbonite said, "Sir, there's a guard."
Now I'm just imagining him cutting like Kylie Jenner. Or Kendall Jenner. It was Kendall, not Kylie. Not putting the disrespect on Kylie. Kendall Jenner, not capable of cutting a cucumber or whatever it was. That was wild. I don't know, honestly, which is more like insane. The Kourtney Kardashian eating a Kit Kat or Kendall Jenner cutting a cucumber. These are the moments in pop culture history that keep me up at night. But yeah, keep going. Natasha Horvath, hello. I saw a rat whilst eating here. 1 star. Response from the owner. That's called a mirror. What did Natasha do?
She definitely pissed off the owner.
What did Natasha do? What did she do? The shade.
The shade.
The shade of it all.
Savage.
That's crazy. Oh, it's good though. Awful. But awful. Jim Bob. Hi, Jim Bob. This seems very credible. Horrible service. They tried to charge extra for no reason. All the food, we watched them take it out of the freezer, then microwave it. My grilled cheese stuck to my plate is awful. Joni's Diner. Joni's Diner has is closed and has been for a while now. Sorry you had a bad experience wherever it is that you ate.
If you're going to insult me, do it properly.
This is reminding me, there was an old video that I watched when I was younger called A Dramatic Reading of a Video Game Review. I may have to pull that up in members only at some point because I still quote that from a daily basis, but like it's like this, that it's just spelt terribly. Like one of the first lines of the review is, "This game is so issy." Couldn't even spell easy right. And it's just insane. The person just loses their mind in this review, and I'm kind of getting vibes of that. I think Jim Bob might be the person. What are you doing, Jim Bob? What are you doing? Also, who goes to a restaurant and gets grilled cheese?
I have done it once, but they only had like 4 options.
Okay. I
And
mean,
it wasn't-
I love grilled cheese. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not disrespecting grilled cheese, but like,
I can make that at home.
yeah.
Yeah, the place I went, it was a fancy grilled cheese. It had different stuff in it.
Okay, fancy grilled cheese is fair.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that, like, Tommy's Family Restaurant. Tommy, my name is Tommy, so I left 5 star. Response from owner, hey, thanks. From one Tommy to another, we bet you're 5 stars too. Tommy. Oh, it's so wholesome. That's so wholesome. That's great. That's so good. Oh, gosh. Oh, this is going to be fun. All right. I'm ready for this. These shoes were made for Satan. These were my first purchase of Dr. Scholl's shoes. I wore them to work, looking forward to the feeling like my feet were dancing on clouds overlooking a field of flowers. But guess what? They rank in top 3 of the most uncomfortable shoes I've ever purchased. They are tied for second place with the purple jelly sandals I bought in the 80s. I have a desk job, and I had the shoes on for only 8 hours and had a blister the size of a quarter. Oh gosh, no. I was stuck in the shoes until 4 p.m., the only day I wore them. At the time, I hobbled to my car to kick off my torture devices. Did someone at Dr. Scholl's watch the movie Saw and decide these shoes should be the next best thing than putting razors in them, knowing the game would not be being able to take them off at the office? Did Dr. Scholl secretly sell these shoes to Jesus so those of us who have missed a couple Sunday services get a taste of the fiery depths of the bad place? Did Dr. Scholl sell these to Satan himself, taking the pressure off of him to skin us alive and to let the shoes do it? Oh my gosh.
She really didn't like these shoes.
Yeah. Wow. Dr. Scholl's. Y'all might want to look into this. Wow. That seems very unpleasant. Have you ever had a shoe that uncomfortable, producer sister?
Nothing that gave me that big of a blister that quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've definitely worn some uncomfortable heels. But
Yeah. Okay, next one. Doesn't slice deli meat. 1 star. I tried to use this as an automatic meat slicer. In my mind, these fast spinning props would cut my turkey, salami, pepperoni, and most importantly, my ham. The product simply refuses to slice my deli meat. Not impressed. But what was it?
Read the next line.
This is a review of a drone? Like the wing, like the propeller of the drone?
Yes. Not so bright.
This is when I get nervous that this person has just as much right to vote as I do, or the rest of us do. This is terrifying. Why would you even admit it publicly? Like, I get, like, maybe, like, you had it, you're like, I wonder if that would work, and you kind of just decide to, give it a try and see what happens, but, like...
But to actually come back and give it a 1-star review because it didn't cut your meat?
Identify yourself doing it? That's wild. That is absolutely wild.
Yep, exactly. As Scott said, why is the ham so much more important?
Why would you not just get a slicer? I mean, maybe he should talk to the thumb guy. Maybe that would work then, right? Like, come on. Come on. It's the Bongo Lounge. Okay, Jen B with 5 stars. Per my husband's 5 out of 5, perfect place to have an affair. Jen B woke up and chose chaos.
She's a little salty.
Wow. I mean, it's not the Bongo Lounge's fault.
I mean, she gave them 5 stars.
She did. She did. I'm so sorry, Jen B.
Yep.
I hope things have gotten better for you.
Yep.
But this
At least you know now and you can move on.
Yep. It's just a big clock review of Big Ben. I don't understand all the hype with this clock. It's literally just a clock. It's going to be a digital one in 30 years anyway. Shut up. I feel like you could say that with, like, any major monument.
Yeah.
Right?
Landmark, all that kind
Yeah,
of
like
stuff.
the CN Tower. It's just a big tower.
Although it is fun going and jumping on the glass and watching people freak out.
I'm just saying, right? Like, you could do the same thing. Like, it's the Eiffel Tower. It's literally just a tower that stands there. Wow. You know what I mean? Like, it's so silly. It's just... It's epic. It's epic. And that's why people care, in my opinion. This is my opinion.
Yep.
Gray has drunken penguins in the print. Okay. Please tell me how there are drunken penguins. How the drunken are appropriate for a kid's booster seat. Had no idea the Gray print would include something like this. What a real Rona purchase fail. I mean, what is the penguin drinking?
A bottle of something.
It kind of looks like a Coca-Cola bottle
It does.
amongst the polar bears.
Which would be on brand.
It would be. But it is interesting that they picked that fabric. I don't think I would have. But I think it's also like you don't have to get that upset about it. It's
No.
not that serious.
There could have been much worse visuals.
Much worse.
Could be a whole story. The penguin went and stole the Coke from the polar bear.
Yeah.
And they can use it in their marketing.
Oh, why not? All right. Don't lend to your friend. 5 stars. This is my second pair of these flip-flops. Flippy floppies. The first pair was stolen by my friend Jeff at an army reunion a couple of years ago. Oh, Jeff, you're about to get roasted.
Yep.
Jeff took a canoe across the lake and didn't bring shoes. I let him wear my flip-flops because I'm a nice guy. Jeff never gave them back. Probably because he was so drunk by the end of the night, he probably forgot where he got the flip-flops from. Next time, I'm going to tell Jeff to steal flip-flops from Harris or Cab, but he won't fit into Cab's flip-flops. But that's besides the point. Does anyone write reviews like this?
Apparently.
Like, has anyone here ever written a review like this? Just casually calling somebody out. Like, screw you, Jeff. You know what I mean?
You stole my flip-flop.
You stole my flippy floppies. It's pretty funny.
You owe me a new pair of slippers.
Bonus points to anyone who knows what that clip is, what that quote is from. Oh my gosh, okay. Morrison's. It's a supermarket. Okay. I forgot pineapple chunks. Admittedly, this is not the fault of Morrison's or their staff, but this is a review of what happened on the one time I visited. You should not be allowed to leave a review. These are the people that drive me nuts. Like, my heart goes out to business owners that have to deal with this stuff. Like, what? Why? It's not Morrison's fault. You forgot. Kyle, I wrote a review on my ex's old dating profile. The way I want to read this.
A little bit.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Lauren Schmitz. All right. 5 stars. These courts slap. My owner is so accommodating of the pets. My pet iguana was treated like a king. 10 out of 10 will be going back again every Tuesday. And then the racket club owner, no pets. Maybe the iguana was cute. Someone got in trouble. Somebody got in trouble. Somebody got in trouble. Jarno Bulk? 4 star. Water not get. Update. Got my water and is good. Found this in the reviews for a local restaurant. Was he like writing a review while he was sitting at the table?
Apparently.
Waiting for a glass of water?
Yes. He was so upset about his lack of glass of water. I wish I had that much time.
Me too. Maybe he was waiting that long.
I guess.
Phil McCracken. 5 stars. I feel like this should be my restaurant due to my ex calling me a bad daddy all the time. Despite this, the burgers definitely taste better than my ex's cooking. Hey, Karen, if you are reading this, you could go to... I'm guessing the place was probably called Daddy something.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Karen. Hi, Karen.
Good luck.
Carbonize. Come through. Come on. Chat. Catch up. Come on. Look, it's Kyle's ex's dating profile. Oh, it's funny. Tobias, 2 stars. I bought this as a present for to my now ex-wife. It turns out she had an affair with my grandmother. What? She had an affair with my grandmother. She left me and took the dog. Now all I have is my 161,995 vinyl press and depression. Would have been 3 stars if I could cut 12-inch records. What?
There's so much in that.
Tobias. Is Tobias okay?
I don't think so.
Do we need to find Tobias? I am worried about him. Also, Grandma, what are you doing?
The problem
What?
is, when I read it, I just have the visual of Tobias from Arrested Development. Like he's
the blue in the shower.
Yeah.
I really want to talk to Tobias. I have to know about this. This is insane.
We need more information.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Okay. All right, so it's a review for a cruise, 3 out of 5 stars. Okay. The cruise was good, but the lack of flexibility of staff was a bit disappointing. Note, I'm reviewing the service, not the view along the way, which was excellent. Blank, have no control over the environment after all. Improvements needed. Insufficient crackers. Insufficient crackers. Is that anything like?
Insufficient funds. You ain't got no money. Ooh.
Sorry, I had to. Presented itself. What? I can't. I have to. Insufficient crackers were provided with the cheese spread. Only 5 per passenger from what I could tell. Insufficient seating. Oh gosh. Do we have to do it again? Should we do it again? I'm doing it again.
Insufficient funds. You ain't got no money. Ooh.
Sorry. It's a rule here. Insufficient seating. It's not just families who attend these cruises. Put some seats aside for single people too. The motor of the ship was so loud, and the only space for me to sit was at the back of the ship. An engine upgrade is required. 4. Provide equal sachets, not just sugar. The coffee is so bitter that it needs sweetening. What about diabetics? Some people are allergic to hand sanitizer. Treat them with respect if they indicate such, rather than giving a stupid look like they're the problem. Interesting. 6. Not everyone eats bread. Provide a wider variety of foods for lunch. I had 7 sandwiches, but I threw out the bread and scraped off some of the food to eat. Hardly stylish and very wasteful, but there was nothing else available to eat. These are really easy things to improve. I suggest you implement them. I mean, the engine upgrade, maybe not.
I have so many questions. I mean, we've been on a couple cruises.
How is the only thing available to eat sandwiches?
Exactly.
That is a question. Because definitely, I feel like that would be silly. Because there's a lot of people that are like gluten-free, right?
Yeah. But there was food everywhere.
Yeah. But
also, move the chairs around. They just put a whole bunch of them out in a line.
Are they all bolted to the floor? Like,
and crackers?
You ain't got no Triscuits. Ooh. Insufficient crackers. You ain't got no crunchy. I love this. I'm glad you all are the same. We're all on the same page. You understand me. I appreciate it.
And also, given the current climate, hand sanitizer, important. You're basically on a floating petri dish. I'm sorry that every single person who works on the ship is not aware that you're allergic to hand sanitizer.
I feel like that's when you need to have your own something with you.
Yeah.
Like your own kind of disinfectant. And then when you go past it, you just pull it out and go I'm allergic to your stuff, but I got mine,
Yeah.
Because they're just trying to keep everybody safe. They're trying to keep everybody healthy. It's bad when people get sick on a ship.
Mm-hmm.
I have been sick on a ship. It was not fun. And quarantine is no joke. Thankfully did not have to go there. But stories I heard, not fun. Do not recommend. Do not recommend. All right, 1 star. My son ordered online, but showed up early to pick it up. and flat out said, "We know we're early and we'll wait." The employees gave them an attitude and started calling him and his girlfriend names and swearing at them. They refused my son's service and wouldn't give him his food or his money back, and called the cops because he was early to pick up his food. Terrible customer service.
I don't believe you.
I don't believe you either. I feel like we're missing some information here. That
They don't call the cops on you for that.
I want to hear the other side.
Yep.
This is where the review needs to have a response.
Yep.
I need a response. Yeah.
Also, the one person who found it helpful?
I guess just be on time.
I don't know.
Oh gosh, Windows 95. Windows 95, man. Oh goodness. Okay. Upgraded Windows 95. No, upgraded to Windows 95 from Windows 8. Upgraded to
Yes.
2.
Yes.
Bro. No. No. Okay. Brendan, Brendan. I upgraded to Windows 95 from Windows 8. That is a downgrade. Although I do love Windows 95. It is quite possibly my favorite operating system because of how much you could customize with it. It was fun back in the day. Before in Windows 8, I had to go to the ginormous start screen to launch a program on the desktop. But now Windows 95, there is a start menu that makes launching programs much easier. We still have a start menu. It's the Windows button. I literally am looking at it right now. What are you talking about? There is a start menu that makes launching programs much easier. A lot of the default programs that came with Windows 8 are in Windows 95, like Calculator, Paint, Notepad, etc. A notable and cool in Windows 95 is the briefcase. I can stick folders in it and bring up the file in another computer. What?
It must be like a
Like the
shared.
folders? Like a shared thing?
It must be.
Interesting. Minesweeper is a great game in Windows 95 to try. Unlike Windows 8. Oh, wait till you try Pinball, bro. MS-DOS games are fully compatible, so no need for DOSBox. Additionally, Windows 95 uses significantly less resources like hardware disk space, so my hard drive went from 475 gigabytes out of 500 gigabytes with Windows 8 to... What?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
This makes absolutely no sense. Some other useful features in Windows 95 are the disk defrag for defragging your drive. You can still do that. And scan disk, checking for disk errors. Pretty sure you can still do that. The thing I love most with Windows 95 is the simplicity. There's no other interface and not a bucket load of apps pre-installed. Windows 95 overall is a great OS, and I highly recommend it. It's compatible with nothing. Hold up. Katie just pointed out it's 10 years old. Windows 8 didn't exist yet. What is Brendan smoking? Is Brendan Windows 95, man?
Quite possibly.
Have we found the connection? Oh gosh. My brain hurts. Oh no. This is a tattoo?
Yes.
Like a
This is a tattoo removal cream.
I don't think that's gonna go well.
It doesn't, but not for the reasons you think.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna make it a bit bigger for myself. Here we go. Don't get it in your eyes. Well, I would not recommend. That's not where it's supposed to go. By Amy L. Brown. I bought this for my wife who wanted to remove a tattoo from just above her bum. I believe they called it a tramp stamp. Yes, they do. The tattoo said Ronnie, which is the name of one of her ex-boyfriends. So you can understand how I decided to spend the money on getting that tattoo removed. My wife didn't really want to get the tattoo removed. Although she denied it, I think she's still into this Ronnie character. She would always visit him in jail as well as send him letters and pictures. What happened here? Okay. So I found this product at a local Wegmans. I didn't tell my wife what it was except explaining to her that it was a tattoo enhancement cream. So you lied to her. I told her that it would sting a little, but it was just the stuff doing its job. Okay, no, so you lied to her. This seems like a very healthy relationship, everyone. Now you have to understand that my wife is a big girl. Let's just say she constantly wears jogging pants and refers to them as her pants. They are her pants. What does that mean? Okay. She couldn't really see the tattoo herself. Even when she tried to use a mirror, it was hard to make out. So I thought everything would turn out okay. Okay. Well, the cream worked. Really? There's a tattoo removal cream? I have questions. I have so many questions. Every evening I would apply the cream for her, telling her the tattoo was looking better and better. Okay, so just lying to her. Sounds good. When in fact it was fading more and more, I told her that with the microdermabrasion thingy was actually a tattoo polisher. And so I would spend a good 10, 15 minutes every night grinding away at that tattoo, and it was almost gone entirely. Then Ronnie got out of jail. This is like a novel. This could be a movie. It turns out my suspicions were correct. My wife still had a thing for him. I came home from work one evening to find that Ronnie and my wife hanging out on the couch, and boy, did they look pissed. And Ronnie was a pretty tough looking guy. Yeah, he just got out of prison, bro. Apparently, and I'm not trying to insinuate anything here, somehow Ronnie had noticed the now bare space just above my wife's butt and had asked her about it. And now he was pissed because he had bought her the tattoo to begin with. And she was pissed off as well because I had tricked her into having the tattoo removed. Yeah, you lied to her. I think this wife may need to find someone else.
She does.
It doesn't seem like this is very good. Long story short, I had the option of getting my butt kicked or buying a new tattoo. So we went to the tattoo place, shelled out for cash with a new tattoo, and winced the entire time as Ronnie and my wife watched me get the words Ronnie's B tattooed on my chest. Since then, my wife has kicked me out, and Ronnie is now living in my house, and me on my second tube of this wrecking bomb tattoo fade system. I can't tell you enough how much I like this product. What in the actual F did I just read?
Apparently it works.
Katie, you're right. This is a Lifetime movie. It has to be. Yeah, okay, none of this happened. This is wild. I don't believe it. Yeah, kids, don't try this at home. Don't try this at home. Talk to a dermatologist, talk to tattoo removal professional if that's what you want to do. I would not recommend grinding away at your own skin.
Okay. This one is a little different.
Okay.
This is the last product. I found a review. That was with these other ones. And it was about this watch. In the comments, it then linked back to the Amazon page for this watch where there were other reviews also for this watch. Apparently, people had a field day with this. So,
it's an interesting looking watch.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of ugly in my opinion, but
how much do you think this watch costs?
I mean, titanium, water resistant to 1,000 meters. That's pretty substantial. I'm thinking we may be in 1,000 realm.
Yeah, hold on to that.
Okay.
Go to the next slide.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
$145,000.
Yes.
This isn't a Rolex, everyone. And that's overpriced for a Rolex. What am I even looking at?
So with that in mind, people wrote reviews. Because I looked at the original Amazon page. It's out of stock. there's no prices listed, and the reviews didn't actually say how much it costs. So this is the best guess I have of what they were charging.
This is too much money.
So there are a couple different reviews that I pulled,
Okay.
all in regards to said watch.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. Saves $58,000. What a deal. I don't believe any of these people.
No, don't believe any of
I
these
wasn't
people.
going to buy this watch, but then I noticed Amazon had it with $58,000 off. What a deal. With the money I saved, I purchased a brand new BMW and still had money left over for a Disney vacation. How many watches save you money to buy a car and a vacation? Now, whenever I see someone with money troubles, I tell them to buy this watch and save $58,000. I'm considering buying 10 of these watches so I could save $580,000 and buy a house in cash. Retirement saving is also no longer a concern for me as I plan to buy one every year and live off of the $58,000 I save. What? Zishan, the trolling. The trolling.
Yeah, these reviews are all trolling.
Oh gosh. Okay.
So that one was tame compared to the others.
Almost as good as it gets. Mr. Twisted. Oh, here we go, Mr. Twisted. Are you going to live up to your name? Are you going to live up to your name? All right. I think a proper review of this watch needs to be done categorically. Awesomeness. As one reviewer succinctly put it, this watch is more awesome than Chuck Norris riding Godzilla. However, that statement indicates the reviewer clearly has not realized the full awesomeness of this watch, as depicted by its Pandora setting, whereby a holographic image of Chuck Norris suplexing Gandhi is displaying in full scale. When I first saw it, I thought, yeah, that's pretty awesome. But what if I want him to do something different? Like hurt, I assume, Rosie O'Donnell in the face? Well, my friends, that option can be downloaded straight from the watch's own satellite. What the? Obviously all trolling, but this
All
is
trolling.
ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Value. Poor people can't buy it, which makes it automatically better. The sad face expressions on people at the soup kitchen when I show it off are beyond priceless. One time I made a guy think I was going to give it to him because he liked it, but I was like, nah, man, you probably would just sell it and buy a house or something. That's lame. Ability to conquer foreign lands. This watch actually caused several earthquakes in third world countries when I set my alarm for multiple time zones. Ability to offend hippies. It offends hippies. All of them. Ability to offend bleeding heart whiners. This one chick was like, you could sell that and build a house for poor people. And I was like, yeah, I totally could. But then that would be stupid because then I wouldn't have this awesome watch. She was upset, which was pretty cool. Ability to cure diseases. If everyone bought this watch, absolutely no money would go to disease research and all the people with disease would end. So all the disease in the world would end with them. It sounds logical.
It sounds logic.
It's sound logic and in the owner's manual for the watch. Ability to stop tease. I would like to say that Jack Bauer wears this watch, but this watch actually wears Jack Bauer as an accessory. That's good. That's good. I like that. Faults. There's only one fault with this watch. That it is priced low enough for wannabes and posers to buy it. I want a watch that only the most elite can afford. I don't want to see Joe Blow wearing this watch because then I would have to throw it away. That's why it got 4 stars instead of 5. I also bought them because I bought 2 of them because I like to put them both in a cage and watch them fight for my love. What? Silky? Yeah, I got it. AI is really improving. What did I just read? Oh my gosh. This is crazy. This is crazy.
There's only some of them on this watch.
Oh my goodness. So is this just like a troll like paradise in here?
Yeah, pretty in the reviews. Yes. There's 500 reviews on this watch on
What?
Amazon. And this is 10 years ago. More than that. Like this is November 11.
Oh my gosh. Okay. After receiving an incredible sum of money through a relative of a deceased Nigerian oil minister, who contacted me online through winning the European lottery, which I don't even remember buying a ticket for, I decided to spend a pittance of the total sum on some necessities. After I bought a tie tack made with the Hope Diamond, which I accidentally left in my hotel room at the Days Inn in Cleveland, I bought this watch because I thought it looked like someone who It looked like it could be useful for some of the extreme sports I conduct. I must say, I am disappointed. I feel like this is like fever dream.
Yep.
This is all fever dream. I used to watch the first day I used to watch the first day parachuting from the space shuttle, which I also bought from 80,000 feet. The awkward layout of the watch made it very difficult to tell the time while free falling for an hour and a half. This is so oddly specific. Although I blacked out immediately upon exit, when I came to at around 48,000 feet, I could not tell how long I had been out or used the watch to determine my present altitude. On top of that, I found the layer of ice that had formed around my entire body made seeing the watch nearly impossible. One would imagine that the watch would have some type of heating source to prevent this, but I suppose Zenith left that out in the design. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. The time travel function is a bit cumbersome. It's cumbersome. And Zenith did a poor job documenting how the return process renders the user sterile, but I got to meet Jesus and I took out Hitler? What? Okay, the only redeeming value of this watch is the tourbillon titanium seems to be derived from some material harvested from a meteorite or a planetary moon outside of our solar system, which enables the wearer to become invisible for about 13 nanoseconds at a time. Since this can only be done every 5 minutes, I haven't found it really useful purpose for this. I've decided to send the watch back. Yeah, Katie, someone has way too much time on their hands. This is just straight up trolling. This is almost like ridiculous, like more than ridiculous. You know what I mean? Oh gosh. Okay, my experience with this watch.
This is the last one.
Okay. I remember the day I received this watch. The moment I clicked confirm purchase button, a celestial light bled through the cloudy skies and swept through my duplex. Oh, I love this. I heard heaven's voice. My ragged bathrobe and spaghetti sauce laden wife beater undershirt instantly metamorphosized into an elegant, untouched, and fully tailored tuxedo, a gold lined cummerbund, 42 karat diamond cufflinks, and a coat that was laced from the hairs of Zeus himself, still odored from the blood of his enemies. My IKEA chair began evolving into a throne carved by Jesus himself and lumbered from the woods of Narnia as my hair turned to platinum locks so lustrous, elegant, and untamed that a jealous and envious Samson would have chosen me over Delilah. I felt like a deity, but it did not end there. Wow. This is good. This is good. Oh my gosh. William Workman, you go, man. My doorbell rang. I noticed the sound had changed from a hackneyed generic tritone noise to a cathedral choir of 1,000 virgin women singing in harmony to announce the arrival of my watch. I quivered in fear of the presence of such a thing, but alas, I marched onward as each of my steps left a silver-lined footprint in my now diamond-tiled floor. My hands shook and my palms ached as I felt the sweat drip down my nose and onto the floor, only to see the perspiration alchemize into liquid gold on my floor. I opened the door, and there it was. This is like insanely well written. This is ridiculous. The delivery man was fully nude, modeling in a, I don't know what that word is.
No.
Fashion. He was engulfed with a halo of warmth and handed me the package. His voice was orgasmic. As I listened to him say, "Sign here, please," I shuddered in awe as I took the emerald pen and signed my signature with ink from the blood of a unicorn. He vanished into a slow cloud of menthol with a hint of nectar vapor. I took the package to my now 50-foot dining table and examined it. Oh my gosh. Are we doing okay up there, everybody? What in the... Yeah, Soki, I'm totally convinced I need to have this clock now. It's like a celestial spiritual experience.
Mm-hmm.
The box had a superficial wrapping made from what I could only guess to be the golden fleece procured from the winged ram of ancient Greece. I untied the silk bows and unraveled the package and opened the box to discover the watch. The experience was ineffable. When I laid my eyes on the watch, I instantly saw into 11 theorized dimensions of space-time. I saw the past, future, present, and everything in between. I knew the reasons for everything, and I knew the reasons to come. String theory was simple arithmetic to me, and all of the mysteries of life and existence embodied the slow ticking hands of the watch. I strapped on the watch to my left hand and instantly became ambidextrous. I seared it into my skin, and then I felt that it was then I felt the rush of purity. My diabetes, hepatitis, and hypertension were washed away from me. Cancer cells were eradicated from my anatomy, and the concept of aging is a thing of the past. My saliva tasted of a sweet syrup and nectar. I bled liquid fire. I had obtained immortality. I must end my review here, for I have seen the deterministic events that will entail with the divulging of any further information. 5 out of 5 would purchase again. Pearl, yeah, this has got to be an English Lit final test. This is, wow.
It's a very powerful watch.
Oh my gosh. Sarah B, suddenly reminded of she doesn't even go here. Little bit. But that is wild. That was absolutely wild. And with that, I think that is the last one.
Yep.
That kind of felt like old English writing, like
Yeah.
being paid by the word. You know what I mean? Just the insane amounts of detail. That was funny. Well, producer sister, thank you so much for all of those reviews. Could we get some hearts in the chat or some roses in the chat for producer sister for putting that all together for us? That was so much fun. Thank you guys for staying through the stream. We've been going for over 2 hours now. So I think we're going to start to wind down because I am tired and I also have day job stuff to do. But yeah, this is last call. So if anybody wants to send anything in, which you guys do not need to do, my goodness, thank you so much to everybody who gifted memberships today and gave today. You spoiled me. Thank you so much. And welcome to all the Space Angels. That was so much fun. And I don't think we're planning on doing another stream this week. I mean, if something big breaks, I'll do my best to get over here. But I think the next time I will see you will be next Monday. And yeah, I'll leave the chat open for a few minutes. If anybody has any questions, I'll try to answer them or whatever. But yeah, this has been fun. Oh, Nicole saying that was hilarious. Thanks, producer sister. I appreciate that. Samantha Baker, Lacey burp. I mean, we could see. I gave her own chapter on the last stream for just her burp. So if you guys want to go back to that, there is like a bookmark now, basically, that you can jump to that if you so choose. I will see if Lacey's awake. Oh, I said her name and she just like kind of woke up. Oh, big yawn. Do you want to come see everyone? Everyone is wondering if you're going to burp. I don't know if you will.
Nope, she's going to keep you on your toes.
Nope. No, she's just going to be cute. She's just going to be cute. But you have many fans. You have many, many fans. I know you guys come here for her. It's fine. I know you're here for her. Oh, thank you for the big yawn. One time you need to yawn and make one of your noises on camera. She kind of goes like, "Ow!" when she yawns sometimes. It's really cute. Yeah. But you don't do it every yawn. Just some yawns when you feel like it. Okay? You're so chill. You're so chill. All right. Should I put you back in your bed? Yeah, you're just looking at the screen. You're watching the chat go. She did. She did a little burp. Thank you, Lazy. Thank you for the little burp. Thank you. You absolute legend. That's my Lacey. The one, though, on Monday was loud.
Yeah.
That was a loud burp. She'd been saving that. All right, you guys. I am going to roll the outro. I will ask you guys again as we end this stream, if you can leave a comment when this video ends, I would so appreciate it. Just lets YouTube know that there's interaction with this separate from it being a live stream, which really helps it with being promoted, and I would so appreciate that. Thank you to everybody who gave today. Thank you to everybody who came today. Thank you to everyone who subbed today. I am so thankful and so humbled because it's actually up to 30 now.
Wow.
And thank you so much. It gives me It gives me hope. It gives me comfort. And I so appreciate it. So we're going to go ahead, do the ending. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Much love to all of you. I will see you all soon. Talk to you guys later. Much love. Bye.